भगवते वासुदेवाय. नारायण 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 नारायण. श्री गुरुवायूरप्पा शरणं. श्री हरये नमः. स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्पा. अगजानन पद्माग्नं गजाननं महर्निशम् अनेकदं तं भक्तानां एकदन्तम् उपास्महे. ओं श्री महागणपतये नमः. ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे. ओं श्री हयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी. विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. ओं श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः. पीताम्बरकरविराजितशङ्खचक्र कौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रं राधासहायमतिसुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेशं हृदि भावयामि. श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. मोक्षाब्धिसारम्य भागवदाख्यदध्नोः नारायणीय नवनीतमहो गुहित्वा मायामयौगपरितप्तजनाय योगात् नारायणावनिसुराय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै. न भोग्यवस्तूनि न नाकपृष्ठं न सिद्धिलाभं परमीशकांक्षे. प्रसन्नमन्दस्मितसुन्दरं ते मुकाम्बुलं दर्शय सन्ततं मे. ओं श्री हरे नमः.
Thanks. So today we will see we have finished the 5th Dashakam, right? We have completed till 10.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
so
ma'am.
today we'll have to see the meanings, right? Okay. So we'll start with that. So here in the 4th Dashakam we had seen that Bhattadri had spoken about the Ashtanga Yoga. That is, by following that path of the Ashtanga Yoga, the eightfold path, one can attain moksha by controlling his senses, right? So we saw that you concentrate, you focus on one point, and then slowly you see through your Jivatma, you see your Paramatma. Okay. So here in the 5th Dashakam, Bhattatri is talking about the evolution of the cosmos. Okay. Now when you are saying about Paramatma, obviously we need to know how everything was created. So how the whole cosmos was created, how did it evolve? So that is what he is talking about in this. Okay. And then how he manifests as the Virat Swarupam, his Virat Swarupam, how it manifests. So all these things are actually mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, but Bhattatri gives a very nice synopsis of this whole thing, which is given in the Srimad Bhagavatam in a very detailed manner. He is just completely consolidated it and he put it into this 10 shlokas. So okay, so now here he again he begins with the state of the universe, that is before the Prakrita Pralayam has happened. So what was there? There was nothing. Okay, there was nothing. There was nothing. Nothing means nothing. There was no space, no time, no concept. Nothing was there. Okay, so he starts with that. So the first sloka is Vyakta vyaktamidam na kinchit abhavat prakrita prakshye मायायां गुणसाम्यरुद्ध विकृतौ त्वय्यागतायां लयं नो मृत्युश्च तदामृतं च समभून् नाह्नोन्न रात्रे स्थितिः तत्रैकस्त्वमशिष्यथा किल परानन्दा प्रकाशात्मना. So here he talks about this Vyakta Vyakta Avyakta. Okay, Vyakta Avyakta means the gross and the subtle nature, the manifest and the unmanifested. The whole universe is what we are talking about. Okay, so everything is into it. So the gross and the subtle nature, everything is there. Na kinchit abhavat, nothing existed. Okay, well, let's start with this. Prakrita prakshaye, that is, before the Prakrita pralayam. There are two types of pralayam that we have seen. Out of this, the Prakrita pralayam is where the whole thing, when the great dissolution is actually happening. Okay, and everything is goes into Bhagavan. Okay, so here we need to understand that this dissolution does not mean destruction, where nothing is existing and all. Okay, it is nothing like destruction, it is completely different. Like I was hearing Dushyant Sridhar saying this. So he said it is like the Karya Avastha. Karya Avastha means the thing that is doing the job. Okay, and the Karana Avastha, that which is the causal form, that is the reason behind it. So it has got a base, right? That is what it refers to. Say for example, you have gold ornaments are there. So from gold ornaments come, right? Now when you want to make it into something else, what you do, you melt it. When the gold is melted, again it forms gold itself, right? But not, it does not have that ornament form. It may not be in the form of a necklace or a bangle or whatever. Now it changes completely to the raw gold form. So that is what is dissolution. So everything has a form now. Now after dissolution, this form is not going to be there. It is going to change into the base form from which it has come. Okay, that is what dissolution actually means. Now here, so he is saying that this world consists of all the manifest and the unmanifest, right? All the gross and the subtle things. So which before the dissolution it did not exist. Okay, so sorry, it was existing. Now after this, what is happening is here, yes, the three gunas, guna samya ruddha vikruto. So here what he is saying, that the three gunas, okay, the sattva, rajas and the tamas, these three gunas which has come out of the maya. Okay, all these things, what is happening is now in equilibrium, and there is nothing actually happening to it. It has become latent. Okay, it has got no role to play. Now everything, the dissolution has happened, everything is back into the original form, right? Now there is no need of this gunas, the three gunas. So everything has become in the form, it's all latent now, and it is all into the Bhagavan. It is all merged into the Bhagavan. Okay, so at this time there is neither death nor liberation. There is nothing of that sort. There is neither day nor light, because everything is into Bhagavan in its original form. So there is no Surya, there is no Chandra, nothing, no stars, nothing. Everything is into Bhagavan now. Now, so what is remaining? There is nothing. Okay, only Bhagavan in his supreme bliss, consciousness and knowledge, he remains there. Only he is there. No one else, nothing else is there around him. Understand? So this is what he is saying here. Yes, right? So I think this is clear. So here in this stage, what is happening? The dissolution is happening, and it's not destruction. After this dissolution, everything has merged into that absolute Brahman, and then Bhagavan is the only sole thing who is there. in his supreme bliss conscious form. He is only there. Okay. Now we go to the second one. कालः कर्म गुणाश्च जीवनिवहान् विश्वं च कार्यं विभो चिल्लीलारतिमेयुषी त्वयि तदा निर्लीनता माययुः तेषां नैव वदन्त्यसत्त्वमयि भोः शक्त्यात्मना तिष्ठतां नो चेत् किं गगनप्रसूनसदृशां भूयो भवेत् सम्भवः. Now again here he is saying, now that everything is into him and he is the only one who is there in his supreme consciousness, in that form he is there. Now they are saying, O all-pervading Lord, Vibho, O all-pervading Lord, you are the one who is responsible for everything, for creation, for maintenance, for dissolution of the universe, for everything. Okay. Now, okay, just a second. Just hold on, please. Okay, so now here what is happening? What was I saying? So he is responsible for everything, right? And then, so here the time, the karma of a person or of a being, then all the gunas, then all the jivas in this entire universe and the entire universe as such, okay, which were all actually born out of what? Out of this prakriti, that is the maya. It was all actually it came into effect because of the maya. Okay, so now what is happening? All these things, whether it is, there is no time, there is no space, nothing. So everything, the time, your karmas, the gunas, the jivas, everything, the whole universe, everything is merged into the Bhagavan, into you. Okay, and now as we saw that he is completely absorbed in that in that pure conscious bliss. That is, he is right now in yoga nidra. He is doing meditation in the yogic state. Okay, he is in that state. Now here he is also telling, Bhattadri is also telling that even the Shrutis is nothing but Vedas. Even the Vedas does not say, does not declare all these things to be non-existent. Which one is non-existent? All these gunas, time, jivas, everything as non-existent. He is not saying that it is, the Vedas are not telling that it is non-existent. It is all there. But just that it has changed the form and it is all into Bhagavan. So everything is there as such. Okay. And then, so all these things are into Bhagavan. It's all merged into Bhagavan. So right now it has again, it is now remaining in the causal form, in the Karana form. Okay. So, so he is giving a comparison, like, now if this was the case, then there is a saying that there are lotus in the sky. Okay, so lotus is there, sky is there, but lotus cannot be found in the sky, right? So both the things are existing, but they cannot exist, like a sky cannot have the lotus or the flowers. Okay, so if that be the case, then how could they all come into existence again? Okay, so just meaning that everything is there in Bhagavan. Okay, it is not non-existent, everything is there inside Bhagavan. So just that it's changed, that's it. So that is what he is saying here. Okay. So Bhagavan is like a storehouse right now. Everything is being stored inside him. Okay, so next we go to the third one. एवं च द्विपरार्धकालविगता वीक्षां सृसृक्षात्मिकां बिभ्राणे त्वयि चुक्षुभे त्रिभुवनी भावाय माया स्वयं मायातः खलु कालशक्तिरखिल दृष्टा स्वभावोऽपि च प्रादुर्भूय गुणान् विकास्य विदधुः तस्या सहायक्रियाम्. Now here again, so again he is saying, now in this manner, what is happening? Dviparardha kala vigato. Dviparardha. Now the dissolution has happened. Now we know what is the state. All the dissolution, everything has happened. Everything is into Bhagavan. And Bhagavan is in his yogic state. Okay, only he is there. Now the time has come for the creation to begin. So when has the time come? Dviparardha kala vigato. Dviparardha. 2 parardhas are over. That is 250 years of Brahma is over. That is 100 years of Brahma is over. Now after that, now it is the time for the creation to come. Okay. So it is not our years, it is Brahma's year. So when we say Brahma's year, a little bit of calculation we may have to see here. Like for example, the Kali Yuga. Okay, Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 earth years. Okay, so that is Kali Yuga. Then you have Dwapara Yuga, which is 2 times of Kali Yuga. Then you have Treta Yuga, which is 3 times of Kali Yuga, and the Krita Yuga or the Satya Yuga is again 4 times that of Kali Yuga. This is the you can do all the calculation. Okay, so so that many years. Okay, so this is called as one Chatur Yuga. So with one Chatur Yuga consists of these 4 yugas. That is the Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Krita Yuga. Okay, so these 4 yugas are there together. This is called as one Chatur Yuga. Like that, 1000 Chatur Yugas together will make 1 day of Brahma. So Brahma's 1 day is 4 Chatur Yugas. Okay, and then so similarly for the next 1000 Chatur Yuga will become one night of Brahma. Okay, so like this, when you put together, so around now 100 years of Brahma's life has to happen. Okay, so 100 years means how many? So many. Okay, whatever. So 2000 is 1 day. 2000 Chatur Yugas is 1 day. So for 100 years you have to calculate. So that many days. Okay, once that is over, then comes the what do you call? Sorry, when the 2000 Chatur Yuga, I have to say about the Parartha. Okay, when 2000 Chatur Yuga is over, so 1 day is over. Like that you have to calculate. So 50 years, after 50 years, now we are in the 51st Parardha. If you would have seen in the Sankalpa, we always say Dvitiya Parardhe, we always say. So Dvitiya Parardhe means 50th year over, we are in the 51st year of Brahma. Okay, so like that it has to happen. So the this cycle, okay, this is called as the Brahma's years. This is how it happens. Okay, so now you can imagine 100 years of Brahma has to happen. So once 100 years happen, you have the Pralayam. Okay, so now the Pralayam is happening. The 2 Parardhas are over. 2 Parardhas means 150 year, another 50 year. Para Ardha means half. Okay, so the 250 years are over. Now what is happening? Creation has to happen. So now for this creation, so Bhagavan is waiting. Now creation has to happen. So now what is happening just by, okay, now he wishes to create. So his will and his one glance, okay, and his one glance is enough for the creation to happen. Okay, so that is why they are saying here, Iksham Srisrikshatmikam, with the glance and his will to just create, that one glance is enough for him to create the three worlds. Okay, now, okay, now everything is then. Now what comes? The Maya. Maya is what? The creative power of Bhagavan. Okay, it's the creative power of Bhagavan. Now it gets activated again. Now once this gets activated, okay, and from this emerges the power of time. Now the first thing that we need is time. So the power of time comes, okay, and the impressions of the karma and all the other tendencies, everything, okay, all the subhava he's saying, all the behavior, all, everything comes out. Now with the support of Maya, uh, and the balance of the three gunas, the diversed manifest of universe happens. Okay, one more time. The power of Maya is stirred, okay, which is already there in Bhagavan. So it is nothing but the power of creation. It is now stirred, and then what happens? The Maya is emerging. It emerges, like first time comes and all the impressions of the karma of jivas and everything comes. The three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, everything, okay. So of what? Of Maya, the prakriti, okay. So all these things come for what? To manifest the universe again, okay. So that is what is told in this. Now that is what we come to know, that prakriti has come, okay. Prakriti has come, the Maya has come now. Now what he is saying in the fourth one is, Maya sannihito प्रविष्टवपुषा साक्षीति गीतो भवान् भेदैस्तां प्रतिबिम्बतो विविशिवान् जीवोऽपि नैवापरः कालादिप्रतिबोधितात् भवता सञ्चोदिता च स्वयं माया सा खलु बुद्धितत्त्वमसृजत् द्योऽसौ महानुच्यते. Okay. Now, along with Maya, by his side, okay. Okay. Now, what he is saying is, now Maya has come. Maya is working by his side. It is within him, but he is not influenced by it at all. He is not influenced by Maya. Now because of Maya, he is not changing. Okay, only Maya is doing its work. That's it. Now, and the scriptures, the Vedas, the scriptures, everything, what does it state? It states that it is, Bhagavan is just a witness. He is only a witness there. He is only a mere witness for this whole thing. He is not into it. It is all done by Maya. Okay. Now, but his, but now we see that he is appearing everywhere, right? Now we say that he is appearing as Jivatma. We say that Jivatma is there in each and every being. So, in each and every being there is Jivatma, and we say that that Jivatma is nothing but Paramatma. That is how we see. So, now when we see that, and we also see that everywhere this whole universe is Bhagavan. That is how we see, right? That the whole universe is Bhagavan. But now we are saying that he is only a witness, he is not participating in everything, but he is into everything, right? He is into everything. So what he is saying that all your reflection is there everywhere. Your reflection is there everywhere in all the jivas. You are there. Okay. So um, by your will, okay, your energy combined with maya, okay, uh, it has manifested as time and the intelligence, which is called as the buddhi tattva or the mahat tattva. Okay, so from prakriti comes the mahat tattvam. So that is the first tattvam which comes, which is the mahat tattvam. Okay, so we know that now prakriti has come. So from prakriti, the first tattvam comes into being, that is the mahat tattvam. Okay, now here what we need to understand is all the jivatma is connected to their own karmas and their own vasanas. Okay, vasanas are nothing but the impressions that you have from your previous desires from your previous lives, your desires, your form of likes, dislikes, all these things are but impressions onto this. So that is called as the vasanas. Okay, but otherwise it is, now if you take out that jivatma connecting to karma and vasanas, then it is paramatma. So paramatma is basically uh, the atman which is not connected to any of the karmas or vasanas or anything of that sort, but jivatma is connected to that. So that is why we try to remove all these things so that we become one with the paramatma. Okay, so the next one, तत्रासौ त्रिगुणात्मकोऽपि च महान् सत्त्वप्रधानस्वयं जीवेऽस्मिन् खलु निर्विकल्पमहमिति उद्बोधनिष्पादकः चक्रेऽस्मिन् सविकल्पबोधकमहत् तत्त्वं महान् खल्वसौ सम्पुष्टं त्रिगुणैस्तमोतिबहुलं विष्णो भवत्प्रेरणात्. So now in the next one, so he is saying, "O all pervading Lord, even though the mahat tattvam which has come, okay, now this tattvam is made up of the three gunas, okay, but it is the main, it is that is the predominant one in this three gunas is the sattva guna in this. Okay, so it is essentially the sattva guna which is there in the mahat tattva. Okay, so now what happens, now slowly from this mahat tattvam comes the aham tattvam, that is the ahankaram. Ahankaram is nothing but, now it slowly starts to recognize the collective jivas as I. Okay, the I, that is I, that tattvam. Okay, yes, it is able to recognize itself. Okay, that is what is. Now here ahankaram does not mean what we basically use in our daily life as ego or something like that. Okay, or garvam pudichadu, ahankaram pudichadu, no, nothing of that sort. Okay, it is not that. It is just that the jiva or whatever is able to now identify itself as something. Okay, that is aham tattva. Okay, ahankaram, that is aham means myself, I, that I tattvam, I am so and so, I am so and so. When you are able to identify yourself, that tattvam comes. Okay, that is the aham. Okay, now here he is saying that now so what happens, now once this comes, so what in earlier Mahat Tattvam you had the Sattva Guna as the main thing. Here what happens, the Tamas and the Rajas, it becomes a more dominant one. Okay, so so that is what is told here. So it is your will that out of this, it is because of Bhagavan's will only. Okay, it is Bhagavan's will, it is out of your will only that the Mahat has evolved into Ahankaram, Ahankara Tattvam, which also has all the three gunas, but again the Tamasa Gunam, that is predominant over here. Okay, so so it is nothing but it is actually to specify that one starts to own its individuality, species, or relationship, whatever. Okay, all these things come. Now, we say that Bhagavan is there everywhere, right? In all beings, he is there. So, so Vishnu actually means the one who is pervading everywhere in all the beings. So, so he is there in all the Jivatmas. But when the Jivatma starts to identify itself and starts to have its own individuality and everything, then it becomes little different from the supreme bliss consciousness. Okay, so that is what is told in this fifth one. So today I will stop with the fifth one. 6 to 10 we'll do in the next class. We'll do a quick revision of this chapter. Actually, I wanted to do revision of 3, 4 and 5. I don't know if we have time. We'll do 4 and 5 otherwise. We'll do revision of 4 and 5. Okay. We'll start. Alphabetically we'll start. Anita ji? Anita ji?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you start from the 4th Dashaka? We'll do a quick revision. Otherwise, we'll forget everything.
Even I don't remember, ma'am. Sorry.
No, I'll start.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I will do the starting fourth one.
Do it. Okay, no problem. Do it.
I'll try, ma'am. Sorry for the overconfidence.
No problem. I'm happy.
Yes, ma'am. Kalyata mama kurushvatavatim. Kalyate
Kalyatam mama kurushvatavatim. Kalyate bhavadupasanam yaya.
Pashtamashtavidha yogacharyaya pushtaya shuddhava tushtimapnuyam. Can I repeat one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. Kalyatam mama kurushvatavatim kalyate bhavatu basanam yaya spashtamashtavidha yogacharyaya pushtaya shutava tushti mapnuyam.
Till 3 you do.
Brahmacharya dridadhadi biryamai आप्लवादिनीय मैश्च पाविताः गुर्महे त्रिडममि सुखासनं पङ्कजात्यमपि वा भवत्पराः.
Very nice.
तारमन्तरनुचिन्त्य सन्ततं प्राणवायुमभियम्य निर्मलाः इन्द्रियाणि विषयादतापहरुत् यास्महे भवतु पासनोन्मुखाः.
Very nice. Anita ji, can you do now?
Yes, ma'am.
3.
Yes. अस्फुटेव पुषिते प्रयत्नतो धारये मधिषणां मुहुर्मुहुः तेन भक्तिरसमन्तरार्द्रताम् ऊर्ध्वहेम भवदङ्घ्रिचिन्तकाम्. यवभेदसुन्दरम् त्वद्वपुःसुचिरशीलनावशात् आश्रमं मनसि
ashramam
ashramam ओके आश्रमं मनसि चिन्तयामहे ध्यानयोगनिरतास्त्वदाश्रयाः
very nice. Next, who is
आयत no, one more, is it?
one more is there? Sixth one.
Yeah.
Okay, one more, sorry.
ध्यायतां सकलमूर्तिमिदृशीम् उन्मिषन्मिधुरताभृतात्मनाम् उन्मिषन्मधुरताभृतात्मनाम् सान्द्रमोदरसरूपमान्तरम् ब्रह्मरूपमयितेव भासते.
Very nice. Next one.
This one. तत्समास्वदनरूपिणीं स्थितिं त्वत्समाधिमयि विश्वनायका आश्रिताः पुनरतः प्रयुज्य तौ आरभे महि च दारणादिकम् इत्थमभ्यसननिर्भरोल्लस त्वत्परात्मसुखकल्पितोत्सवाः मुक्तभक्तकुलमौलितां गताः सञ्चरेम शुकनारदादिवत् त्वत्समाधिविजये तु यः पुनः मंशुमोक्षरसिकः क्रमेण वा योगवश्यमनिलं षडाश्रयैः उन्नयत्यजसु शून्ययाशनैः.
Very nice. Next.
लिङ्कदे लक्ष्मी मैम लिङ्कदेहमभिसन्त्यजन्नतो लीयते द्वयि परे निराग्रहः कीर्तुमूर्तदः साधमेव करणैर्निरीयते अग्निवासरवलक्ष्यपक्षहै उत्तरायण जुषाच दैवतैः.
One more time the same line.
अग्निवासरवलक्ष्यपक्षहैः उत्तरायण जुषाच दैवतैः. प्रापितोरविपदं भवत्परो मोदवान् ध्रुवपदान्दमीयते आस्तितोतमहरालये यदा शेषवक्त्रदः नोष्मनार्तयते ईयते भवतु भाष्यस्तदा वेदसः पदमदः पुरैव वा.
Very nice. Next one.
I'll take it.
Say.
तत्र वा तव पदे तवा वसन् प्राकृतप्रलययेति मुक्तताम् स्वेच्छया खलु पराभिमुच्यते संविदित्य जगदण्डमोजसा तस्य च क्षितिपयो महोन्निल यो महत् प्रकृति सप्तकावृतिः तत्तदात्मकतया विशन् सुखी याति ते पदमनावृतं विभो अर्चिरादिगतिमीदृशीं व्रजन् विच्युतिं न भजते जगत्पते सच्चिदात्मकद भवद्गुणोदयान् उच्चरन्तमनिलेश पाहि माम्.
Very nice.
Madam, next aham vadam.
Fifth Dashakam. Premaraj. Fifth Dashakam, first shloka.
Sorry.
व्यक्तमिदं
न किञ्चित् अभवत् प्राकृतप्रलये माययां गुणसां साम्यरुद्ध विकृतव्यकात्
प्रेमा भगिनी एकनिमिषं व्यक्ताव्यक्तमिदं न किञ्चिदभवत् प्राक्प्राकृतप्रक्षये मायायां गुणसाम्यरुद्धविकृतौ लैक् दट्
ओके मैडम व्यक्तावित्तमिदं न किञ्चिदभवत् प्राक्प्राकृतप्रत्यये मायायां गुणसाम्यरुद्ध विकृतौ त्वत्यागदायां लयम् नो मृत्युश्च तथामृतं च समभून्नाह्नो न रात्रे
नो मृत्युश्च तदामृतं च समभून् नान्होन्न रात्रे स्थितिः
ओके मैडम
तत्रैकस्त्व mark it like that Bhagini sthitihi there is a visargam over there that is why we are cutting the is in the next line tatraikasva sthitihi
okay madam okay नो मृत्युश्च तदामृतं च समभूतन्नाकृत्नो न रात्रैः
न अह्नः नो सूर्यन
नोन्न रात्रौ स्थितिः तत्रैकस्त्वमशिष्याः किल पुरानन्द्र
पर आनंद
परानंद प्रकाशात्मना
very nice can you tell it one more time
व्यक्तावित्तमिदं न किञ्चिदभवत् प्राक्पराकृतप्रक्षये मायायां गुण साम्यरुद्ध विकृतौ त्वत्यागतायां लयम् नो இந்த இடத்துல மாறுறது இல்ல மேடம்
नो मृत्युश्च तदामृतं च
नो मृत्युश्च तथामृतं च समभून्नाह्नो न रात्रौ स्थितिः रात्रे स्थितिः तत्रैकस्त्वमशिष्यात किल परानन्द प्रकाशात्मना
इलमा तत्र it is like when you split it tatra ekastvam ashishyatha that is only he is there ekat that is tatra only there only he is there eka only he is there ashishyatha only he is there okay so tatraikastvam ashishyatha khila paran then
एकस्त्व मैडम
ekastvam only he is there
okay तत्रै एकस्त्वमशिष्यात किल परानन्द प्रकाशात्मना
that's what now here see very clearly no mrityuscha there is no death there is no amritam there is no moksham nothing is there at that time because there is no suryan there is no ratri nothing is there
okay
only
no
he is
ratri
there only he is there in the supreme bliss consciousness that is what he is saying here okay right thank you ji next
काल
only one ji only one
okay
next saraswati ji
yes ma'am कालः कर्म गुणाञ्च जीवनिवहन् विश्वं च कार्यं विभो चिल्लीलारतिमेयुषी त्वयि तदा निर्नीनतामाययुः तेषां नैव वदन्त्य सत्त्वमयि भोः शक्त्यात्मना तिष्ठताम् नो चेत् किं गगनप्रसूनसदृशां भूयो भवेत् भूयो भवेत् संभवः.
Very nice. Next, ma.
Third one, ma'am.
Yeah, Anita ji. Anita ji, third one.
Yeah. एवं च द्विपुरार्धकालविगता
विगतौ एवञ्च द्विपरार्धकालविगतौ ईक्षां सृसृक्षात्मिकाम्.
एवं च द्विपुरार्धकालविगतौ वीक्षां सृशिक्षात्मिकाम्.
Now once we make it as vigatau, next it is not viksham, it is iksham.
Okay.
Iksham means avarudiya kadaikan parvai, his glance, that is what iksham.
Okay. एवं च द्विपरार्धकालविगतौ ईक्षां सृशिक्षात्मिकाम् बिभ्राणे त्वयि चक्षुभे
चक्षुभे त्रिभुवनी
चक्षुभे त्रिभुवनी भावाय माया स्वयं मायात् खलु कालशक्तिरखिला दृष्टं स्वभावोऽपि च प्रादुर्भूय गुणान् विकास्य विदधुः तस्यास्यहाय क्रियाम्. Sorry, ma'am.
No
Very
problem, no problem.
breaking.
Next, fourth one.
Maya
If I don't make you practice, you don't practice, that's the problem.
Ma'am?
If I don't make you practice, you don't practice.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am. We'll buck up. I'm sorry.
माया सन्निहितो प्रविष्टवपुषा साक्षीति कीतोपवान् वेतैस्तां प्रतिबिम्बतो विशिवान् जीवोऽपि नैवापरः कालादि प्रतिबोधितादपवता सञ्चोदिता च स्वयं माया सा खलु बुद्धितत्त्वमसृजत् तत्त्वमसृजत् योऽसौ महान्युच्यते.
Next.
तत्रासौ त्रिगुणात्मकोऽपि च महान् सत्त्वप्रधानः स्वयं जीवेऽस्मिन् खलु निर्विकल्पमहमित्युद्बोधनिष्पादकः चक्रेऽस्मिन् सविकल्पबोधकमहं तत्त्वं महान् कल्वसौ सम्पुष्टं त्रिगुणैस्तमोति बहुलं विष्णो भवत्प्रेरणात्.
Very nice.
सोऽहं च त्रिगुणाक्रमात् त्रिविधताम् आसाद्य वैकारिकः भूयस्तैर्जसतामसा विधिभवन् आद्येन सत्त्वात्मना देवानिन्द्रियमानिनो कृतदिशा बाधार्थगपास्यस्विनः वह्नीन्द्राच्युतमित्रगान् विदुविधि श्रीरुद्रशारीरकान्त्.
Very nice. Next.
भूमन्मानसबुद्ध्यहं कृतिमिदत् चित्ताख्यवृत्त्यन्वितं तच्चान्तःकरणं विभो तव बलात् सत्त्वांश एवासृजत् जातस्तैजसतो दशेन्द्रियगणः तत्तामसांशत् पुनः तन्मात्रं नभसो मरुत्पुरपते शब्दो जनि तद्बलात्.
Very
I
nice.
repeat again, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Tell.
भूमन्मानसबुद्ध्यहं कृतिमिलत् चित्ताख्यदुःखन्वितं तच्छान्तःकरणं विभो तव बलात् सत्त्वांश एवासृजत् जातस्तैजसतो दशेन्द्रियगणः तत्तामसंशत् पुनः
तत्तामसांशात् पुनः
तत्तामसांशात् पुनः
yes
जातस्तैजसतो दशेन्द्रियगणः तत्तामसांशात् पुनः तन्मात्रं न भसो मरुत्पुरपते शब्दे जनी त्वद्बलात् शब्दो जनी त्वद्बलात्
very nice Prema ji
शब्दात् व्योमतत ससर्जित विभो स्पर्शं ततो मारुतम् अस्मात् रूपमतो महोत च रसं तोयं च गन्धं महीम् एवं मातव पूर्वकलना आध्याद्य धर्मान्वितं भूतग्रामिणं त्वमेव भगवन्
भूतग्राममिमं त्वमेव भगवन्
भूतग्राममिमं त्वमेव भगवन् प्राकाशयस्तामसात् एकवारं मैडम शब्दात् व्यामो तत सजर्जित
शब्दात् व्योम ततः ससर्जित विभो
शब्दात् व्योम तत् सजर्जित विभो स्पर्शं ततो मारुतम् तस्मात् रूपमतो महोच्च रसं तोयं च गन्धं एवं तव पूर्वकलना आध्यात्य धर्मान्वितं भूतग्राममिमं त्वमेव भगवन् प्राकाशयस्तामसात्
सम्यक्
थैंक यू
अनिता जी
सरस्वती मैम
सॉरी सरस्वती जी
ये ते भूतगणास्तदेन्द्रियगणा देवाश्च जातः पृथक् नो चेकुर्भुवनान्न निर्मितिविदौ देवैरमीभिस्तदा त्वं नानाविधशोक्तिभिर्नुत गुणस्तत्त्वान्य मून्याविशम् चेष्टाशक्तिमुदीर्यता निघटयन् हैरण्यमण्डं व्यदा
very nice
अंडं तत् खलु पूर्वसृष्टसलिले
अतिष्ठत्
अतिष्ठसहस्रं समाः निर्भिन्दन्न कृताश्चतुर्दश जगद् रूपं विराढव्ययम् साहस्रैकरपादमूर्धनिवहैः निःशेषजीवात्मकः साहस्रैकरपादमूर्धनिवहैः निःशेषजीवात्मकः निर्भातोऽसि मरुत्पुराधिपसमाम् त्रायस्व सर्वामयात्.
Very nice. Shri Hare Namaha. Ha, Kamalaji, Samapana Shlokas.
Yes, ma'am. नमामि नारायण पादपङ्कजं करोमि नारायण पूजनं सदा वदामि नारायण नाम निर्मलं स्मरामि नारायण तत्त्वमव्ययं नारायण 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः
Thank you, madam.
हरि ओम तत्सत्